Folks, in my 20 years in the league, yes, 2 decades of tracking talent, decoding plays, and sitting in war rooms with some of the sharpest minds in football, I've never seen anything like what's unfolding right now. Trust me when I say this is beyond anything I've encountered before. There's a seismic shift happening in the NFL landscape, and the whispers I've caught are revealing a secret so massive, so game-changing, it's threatening to reshape the entire NFC as we know it. This isn't just another rumor. It's a clandestine operation, a move so bold that it could rival the most legendary trades in league history. I've been in the trenches, seen players come and go, and analyzed film that made me question reality. But what's about to unfold? It could alter the balance of power for the next decade. And yet the most shocking part, nobody outside the inner circle has a clue, but those in the know, they're calling it the trade of the century, and the chessboard is already set. If you want to understand why the Washington Commanders are suddenly at the center of all this, why everything is pointing to a blockbuster move that will shake up the entire NFL, you're in the right place. Because I have exclusive intel, I've connected the dots, and believe me, what I'm about to reveal might just blow your mind. But listen closely. This isn't for the faint of heart. This story is still unfolding. The signs are there, the meetings, the subtle signals, the whispers behind closed doors. The perfect storm is brewing, and a player linked by some as the best at his position is about to become the ultimate pawn in a move that none of us could have predicted just weeks ago. Staying silent would be a crime. If you want the full picture, the hidden truth about one of the most significant trades the league will see this decade, then buckle up and stay tuned. Because this isn't just a rumor. This is a revolution in the making. Now, before I go any further, I need your full attention. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, smash the like, smash it, and activate that notification bell. Why? Because what I'm about to lay out isn't just analysis. It's intelligence, inside info, and secret whispers from the highest levels of NFL power. I'm talking about the kind of scoop that gets you locked in, a story that divides fans into the insider club and the outsider crowd. If you think you've seen chaos in the league before, think again. Because what's coming is on a different level, and I want you to be among the first to get all the details. Let's now peel back the curtain and get into the messy, dangerous, high-stakes world of NFL trades. Specifically, a blockbuster involving the Washington Commanders and a player many believe is about to become the league's most sought-after defensive star, Dexter Lawrence II. But first, why would the Commanders even consider such a move? What's wrong with their current roster? And how does a guy like Dexter figure into this puzzle? I'll tell you exactly what's happening behind closed doors, the strategic analytics, the team needs, and the ruthless calculations that only the top insiders are privy to. Because make no mistake, everything you see on game day, the headlines, the stats, it's all part of a bigger chess game. And right now, Washington is looking to make a move that could make them not just playoff contenders, but Super Bowl favorites. Let's start with the state of the Commanders. As of January 2026, this franchise is sitting at a crossroads. After a disappointing 5-12 finish in 2025, their season was a roller coaster of emotional highs and catastrophic lows. The team's defense, which once looked formidable with the likes of Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and now-defunct veterans, has crumbled under the weight of injuries and scheme inconsistencies. Coach Dan Quinn, known in NFL circles for his defensive genius, inherited a roster that underperformed, especially on the defensive line. The addition of Jaden Daniels as a promising young QB was meant to spark an offensive renaissance, but the defense was supposed to be the backbone, yet it flatlined. In terms of analytics, Washington's defense ranked worst in the league in yards per carry allowed, surrendering a staggering 5.6 yards per attempt. The secondary, once considered a strength, was shredded repeatedly in crucial moments. And the linebackers. They struggled in coverage and pursuit. The scheme lacked the punch needed to stop elite offenses, especially in an NFC that's getting more dynamic by the day. The front four's pass rush, very inconsistent. Sure, they have some talented pieces, Jamin Davis, Chase Young, and the emerging Jalen Carter, but the overall productivity and disruptive ability fell way short. The defense, quite frankly, needs a seismic upgrade faster than anyone anticipated. This is where the whispers come into play. Behind closed doors, the front office knows the team's weaknesses intimately. They see the glaring holes that, if not addressed, could doom their playoff aspirations or even a potential rebuild. The coaching staff, desperate for a catalyst, is hunting for that one game changer who can elevate the entire unit. The analytics scream upgrade now, and whispers suggest they believe they have the perfect candidate. Enter Dexter Lawrence II. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Isn't he with the Giants? Absolutely. Lawrence, a massive, disruptive force at 6'4" and around 340 pounds, has been one of the league's top interior defensive linemen since his rookie season in 2019. His story is well known. A Clemson product who quickly made a name for himself with relentless power, exceptional technique, and an elite football IQ. His pro comparison in recent seasons has often been to the likes of Aaron Donald, a true game wrecker capable of collapsing a pocket from the inside. In 2025, Dexter recorded a career-high 11.5 sacks and logged 54 tackles, with an impressive 86% run-stop percentage, according to Pro Football Focus. His advanced metrics show he's among the top 1% of defensive tackles in the league when it comes to disruption and penetration. His power moves rating in Madden NFL 26 is an astonishing 94, a testament to his ability to shed blocks and instantly create chaos. His tape, a masterclass in leverage, hand placement, and chaos creation. Watching him, you see the perfect combination of strength and technique, the kind of player coaches dream of when building a dominant defense. And yet, despite his stellar performance, Lawrence isn't just a player looking for stats. He's a leader on and off the field. He's the sort of guy who commands respect from teammates, coaching staff, and even opposing players. Remember, he's currently only 27 in the prime of his career, and with 2 years guaranteed on his deal, his value is sky-high. But what if I told you that the Commanders are looking to acquire Dexter Lawrence II? That this isn't just a rumor, but a well-placed lead in a bigger chess game. The reason? The Giants, despite their success a few seasons ago, are now at a crossroads. They've invested heavily in their roster, but the recent drop-off, including a disappointing 2025 season, has left questions. Lawrence, as a cornerstone piece, is likely to command a massive extension, possibly pushing his annual salary above $18 million. With the Giants also facing salary cap constraints, the struggle to keep all their stars happy and paid is real. Insider sources tell me that the Giants are open to trading him if the right offer comes along, especially if they believe they can rebuild or retool around their younger talent. But here's where it gets even crazier. The Commanders see him as the missing piece, the perfect upgrade to instantly bolster their interior line and transform their defense into a top-tier unit. They already have a talented linebacker core and some promising edge rushers, but what they really need? An interior disruptor who commands double teams, collapses pockets, and frees up pass rushers on the edges. Film study reveals just how well Lawrence could integrate into the scheme. His ability to shed blocks and generate chaos in the run game would immediately elevate the Commanders' defense. Plus, his ability to penetrate fast enough to trouble quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott, who are increasingly mobile and dangerous, makes him a strategic asset of the highest order. Now, let's get into the mechanics of how this all could unfold. The trade. It's complex but not impossible. The Giants are eager to maximize their return, especially with the recent salary cap adjustments and the NFL's evolving landscape. From my inside sources, I hear the deal would likely involve a first-round pick in this year's draft or next year's, a high-value young player to add immediate depth, potentially a mid-round pick to sweeten the pot. Why such a significant package? Because Lawrence's value isn't just about the stats, it's about the long-term impact he can have on the defense. Plus, the Giants would want to offset the salaries and secure a future cornerstone for their rebuild. From Washington's side, the move makes perfect sense. They have the cap space, already invested in their young quarterback Jaden Daniels, and are desperate to prove they're serious contenders. Adding Dexter Lawrence would send a message. We're here to dominate now. And in the NFL, nothing resonates more with players and fans than a bold, aggressive move that screams playoff ambition. Furthermore, the logistics, they're already in motion. Discussions have reportedly been happening behind closed doors, facility visits, secret meetings, even the infamous back-channel negotiations. Both teams understand what's on the line, a legacy-defining moment. But what about the ripple effects? Well, let's just say that such a trade would shake up the entire NFL ecosystem. Rivals would tremble, front offices would scramble to adjust their plans, and the league's perception of the Commanders would shift overnight. The NFL's power structure, it's about to be redrawn. So why would this move work for Washington? Aside from the immediate upgrade on the defensive interior, it's about scheme fit. Coach Dan Quinn has long admired interior disruptors. With Dexter Lawrence, they get someone who can anchor a defense that thrives on pressure, space control, and chaos creation. It's a perfect match stylistically. Lawrence's ability to eat up blocks and collapse the pocket complements the aggressive style Quinn has been building since his Seahawks days. Comparison-wise, Lawrence has always been a more disruptive presence than many other interior linemen. Do you remember the impact Aaron Donald had on the Rams' defense? That's the level of influence Lawrence could bring. His combination of pass, rush, and run defense makes him a once-in-a-generation player at his position. What's the worst-case scenario? Well, if the trade doesn't happen or falls through, Washington's defense might continue to languish, missing the elite disruptive force they so desperately need. Meanwhile, the Giants could struggle to extend Lawrence, risking losing their main asset for pennies on the dollar. But the best-case scenario: the Commanders land their franchise player and become instant NFC contenders. Now, I know some of you are skeptical. That's natural. But here's the truth. When you dig deep into the whispers, the behind-the-scenes movements, the strategic value of Lawrence, and the current NFL landscape, everything points to one conclusion: this trade is not just a rumor. It's a blueprint for a new chapter in league history. And don't be surprised if in the next few weeks you see the NFL's biggest players scrambling to stop this move or counter it with their own blockbuster. The league is a chessboard, and right now, Washington is making the boldest move of all. So keep your eyes peeled. Watch the rumors intensify, because what's coming will redefine everything you thought you knew about NFL trades, and it might just go down as the most game-changing deal of this decade. And I'll be right here, bringing you all the exclusive intel, breaking down every detail, and ensuring you're the first to understand the magnitude of what's about to happen. This isn't just a trade, it's a revolution, and the story is just beginning. Are you ready to witness history? Because I promise you, the best is yet to come.